Namaskar. I welcome all of you to this G Odisha live class program. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt thanks to this G Odisha team for their untiring effort to quench the desire of learning of a large number of students of CBSE background. In this pandemic situation, it is really praiseworthy to praise the untiring effort of this G Odisha team that they have taken initiative to help the students and the teachers, those who are locked down in this situation. So myself, Mr. Arun Kumar Pati, Principal, Doon International School, I intend to take your physics class of the chapter Light. Okay. Light, the chapter Light, see, light is really a precious blessings of God. We know we have this quote that we know that light, knowledge is light, ignorance is darkness. Light is everything. Light is the symbol of prosperity. And also we know that tamosoma jyotirgamaya, that everybody desires to come to light. So this light is a form of energy. Introduction. Light is a form of energy, Light is a form of energy which gives the sensation of vision. Yes? So we enjoy the colorful world because of this light. We know when light falls on an object, every object is a secondary source of light, and that light coming out from the object that falls on that of the object like mirror, reflected ray and the refracted ray, they congregate at a point or appears to meet at a point, and that gives the perception of the image of the object. Anyway, so we'll be discussing the properties of light. Properties of light. Yes, light is one electromagnetic wave. Light is an electromagnetic wave, and as you know that various electromagnetic waves are there, like cosmic radiation, that of your ultraviolet radiation, infrared radiation, microwaves and all this. Among with that visible radiation, what you call the light, so it is one electromagnetic wave which does not require any material medium for its propagation. It does not require any material medium for its propagation. And light also travels in straight line. Light tends to travel in straight line. And this property of light is called the rectilinear propagation of light. This property this property of light is known as the rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Yes, so the tendency of light to travel in straight line is known as the rectilinear propagation of light, and like other electromagnetic radiation, light travels, the next property that light travels in transparent medium, and the velocity of light is maximum in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Yes. Then the other property that light cannot pass through opaque bodies. Light cannot pass through opaque bodies. And light does not pass through opaque body, and also it travels in straight line. Because of that, it forms shadows of opaque bodies. Okay, and when light falls on an object, it undergoes various phenomena. When light falls on an object, it undergoes various phenomena depending upon the nature of the object. And these phenomena are, right, light undergoes different phenomena when it falls on an object, like reflection, refraction, and absorption. And this phenomenon that depends on the nature of the object. Okay? Then come to this phenomenon coming to the reflection of light. Yes, the bouncing back of the rays of light when it falls on a smooth and shiny surface. When light falls on a smooth or polished shiny surface, then it reflects back, it bounces back. As it happens when you throw a ball on a wall, the ball comes back, it bounces back. Like that, whenever light falls on any smooth and shiny surface, it also returns back to the same optical medium. So this sending of a light to the same optical medium after falling on a surface, that is called reflection. Anyway, so then we have got the laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. The first law is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. Okay? Suppose this is the reflecting surface, yes, and this is a ray of light touching the reflecting surface at this point, then it bounces back to the same medium. So this is the mirror or the shiny surface, and if you name it as AB and BC, here ray AB is the incident ray, and that BC, the ray BC is the reflected ray, and B is the point of incidence. B is the point of incidence. Okay? And this is the mirror, and here at this point, if you draw a perpendicular, okay, if this is the perpendicular, the point of incidence to the surface of the reflection, then this is called the normal. So if you write as that of D, here BD is the normal. Okay. So these three rays, this point of incidence, this is the reflected ray, this is the incident ray, this is the incident ray. Say this is the, see this sign, this is the incident ray, and this is the reflected ray, and this is the normal. So these three lie on the same plane. So this board is, the white board is a surface. Then this is, they lie on the same surface. It will not be moving like this. Okay. So this incident ray and the reflected ray and the normal will be lying on the same plane. This is the first law. Then come to the second law of reflection. Second law of reflection. Second law of reflection. Second law of reflection. Second law of reflection is, see, the angle between the incident ray and the normal, this is called angle of incidence. And the angle between the reflected ray and the normal, that is called angle of reflection. Okay. So the second law states that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Okay. So whatever may be the nature of the surface, may be plane, may be even or uneven, whatever, but if reflection takes place, then this angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. It may be a smooth surface, or it may be even surface or uneven surface, or it may be a curved surface, whatever may be the type of the surface, reflecting surface, but angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Then based on this, let us now come to the types of reflection. Types of reflection. See, types of reflection. Types of reflection. See, depending upon the smoothness of the reflecting surface, we categorize the reflection of light into two types. One is regular reflection and other is the diffused reflection. So, regular reflection that when a beam of parallel rays of light falls on a surface and the reflected rays are also found to be parallel, propagating to the same direction, then that type of reflection, is called regular reflection. When a beam of parallel rays of light falls on a surface and the reflected rays are also found to be parallel, propagating to the same direction, then that reflection is called your regular reflection. And diagrammatically you can show it like this. If this is the surface, reflecting surface, and these are the parallel rays of incident rays, and after reflection the reflected rays are also parallel, propagating in the same direction, then this is your regular reflection. And it happens whenever the surface is highly polished, then there is no ups and down in the surface, reflecting surface, then this regular reflection takes place. So the other is the diffused reflection. Diffused reflection when the parallel incident rays propagates in different direction, direction. After getting reflected, from the reflecting surface, is known as diffuse reflection. Okay, and that we can show like this: when the surface is not even, the reflecting surface is not even, and the light ray falls on it, the incident rays are parallel, but here you see, although this surface is not even, that means it is somewhere ups and down, but it obeys the laws of reflection. So see, depending on this we can take as a plane mirror. See, every small part is a plane. So there it may reflect like this. So these reflected rays you see, they are not parallel to each other. So this is your diffuse reflection. All right, let us now come to what is, see, in that why you are so much interested for learning the different concepts or that of your different activities that or phenomenon taking place with the light, because light forms image. We visualize everything. So, but actually what is happening? The image is formed in a retina and we, okay. So then, after, now we will go for a short break. And after that we will go for the different formation of image by different mirror, plane mirror and spherical mirror. Okay. of our lesson. Yes. Yes. I welcome you back after the break. Yes, that we are now going to discuss the formation of image, because that is really the most interesting part of the phenomenon of light. How image is formed. First of all, you should know what is an object. See, object, as I told you, that is how that an object reacts with or responds to light. So, as I told you, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you please define what is ray of light?
What is?
Ray of light.
Ray of light. Listen, actually, light has got dual nature. It has got both wave nature and also the particle nature. It undergoes the phenomenon like reflection and refraction, because which justifies its wave nature. And also in higher concepts we will be learning that when light falls on a photosensitive material, it ejects out electron, that is called photoelectric effect. Anyway, but remaining on the wave nature of light, that when you know that a ray of light means a thin beam of light that which carries the photon from the source of light to different places, that is the ray of light. Okay? Yes. Okay. So let me now come to, yes, then every object is a secondary source of light, or it may be a primary source of light. But the formation of image, the object, it should radiate light, it should reflect light, it should emit light to different sources. And whenever this rays coming from the object is captured by a mirror in case of reflection, or captured by a lens in case of refraction, then image is formed. And this image, that is simply one optical appearance of the congregation of the reflected light which comes from the object and gets reflected by the mirror. Anyway, hello, hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes.
Yes.
What is your name?
Akshit Kumar Das,
Yes. Which school?
Aryavart Ancient Academy.
Okay. What is your question? What is your question? Yes.
My question is,
Yes.
why doesn't the reflected rays, incident rays,
Why?
why does the reflected rays, incident rays, and normal rays doesn't fall on a single point?
Reflected ray, incident ray,
and normal rays
yes.
fall on a single point.
No, it happens whenever the incident ray is perpendicular to the reflecting surface, so there the reflected rays also bounces back along the same path. So here the incident ray and the reflected ray and the normal, they are along the same line. So and the point of incidence is the same.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank you,
okay,
sir.
okay. So then, okay. So see, so the condition for the formation of image by a mirror is that the object must emit light. And that light may be of its own, or maybe the light falling on from a primary source like this tube light or sunlight or any sort of light that should fall on the object. As I told you earlier, every object is if that is not having its own light, then that is a secondary source of light. Anyway, so let us now discuss the formation of image. Formation of image by a plane mirror. So I should tell you, see how this mirror differs from the other reflecting surface. The mirror is highly polished, and actually you will find that in mirror the upper part of the mirror is coated with thin layer of silver, and that is again protected by a red coating. And because silver has got the maximum reflectivity, it reflects most maximum ray that is falling on it. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes? Yes? What is your name? Hello?
My name is Kalpana.
What is your name?
My name is Kalpana.
Yes. Of which school?
Government Girls High School.
Okay. What is your question? What is your question? Yes. Hello? Hello? Okay. All right. So the formation of image. So this mirror is a highly polished, as I told you, that is coated by a silver coating the upper part of the glass plate, and that is again protected by a red coating. Anyway, so this plane mirror, see, this is the part on which the silver coating and protected by the red coating is there, and this the left side is the reflecting surface. And I should tell you that that object may be one point image object, or may be one extended object. Like that, the image may be one point image, or maybe one extended image. So point. Hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
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 Yes, please tell your name of your school, then your question.
My name is Rohan.
Yes,
I am from Prakash Vidyalaya.
Prakash Vidyalaya, Rohan. Yes, what is your question?
Sir, the speed of a light is equal in vacuum.
Yes. Speed of
What is
light.
the speed of light
Speed of light.
in vacuum?
That is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second.
It's equal in vacuum and other.
No, it differs from medium to medium, depending upon the density of the medium.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, thank you. So see, so the point object we denote it as the dot, and whenever, okay, so this is our object, point object A, and this is our mirror, and when the ray of light from object A falls on the reflecting surface, then it reflects back as per this angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay. And if you take another ray from the same point, because that point object is emitting light in all possible directions, and for locating the image formed by object A, we need to take more than one incident ray, and we should see where they are found to or where they are meeting after the reflection, or appears to meet. Not all the time they will not actually meet. Sometimes they will meet. In case of a mirror, of course, plane mirror, they will not actually meet. So see here, this is hello. Yes, you tell your name, your school name, and then your question.
Sir, my name is Devasis Behera from Chokapad. My school name is OAV Chokapad.
Okay, Chokapad. Yes, Rohan, no? Your name? Rohan from Chokapad. Yes, what is your question?
Sir, my question is, what is the difference between ray and beam?
See, a bunch of ray that makes a beam of light. A bunch of rays taken together, that is called the beam of light. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay, come back. So see, so now these two reflected ray, these two reflected ray, when you produce them back, they may meet at a point. Okay, actually these two rays, you see that diverging rays. Since these two incident rays are diverging, so after reflection also they diverge from each other, so they will not actually meet. But if you produce them back, that appears to meet at this point, so this locates the image of the object A. We locate it as A dash. Okay. But if you take one extended object, suppose you take the object like this. This is the object AB. As we have, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
What's your name and tell the name of your school, then the question.
My name is Kamal Lochan Behra
Yes.
from Dronacharya School, Kolandi.
Dronacharya School, Kalandi. Okay, what is your question?
Sir, how can you distinguish between
Not clear again.
how can you distinguish between plane mirror and concave or convex mirror?
How can we?
Distinguish between plane mirror and reflecting type mirror.
Oh, plane mirror and the reflecting type means concave mirror. Okay.
Yeah.
So plane mirror, you see, so it is straight, but the concave mirror, this is also a type of spherical mirror, which is part of a hollow sphere. Okay, suppose you take a glass hollow sphere and take a cross section of that, then coat it, one side you coat it the reflecting material, then that becomes a what? Concave mirror. Okay, and concave mirror, here we can draw the normal like this. This is the normal, but how can you suppose this is the reflected ray? So this is the reflecting surface and a ray of light is falling on the mirror. Then how to draw its normal at this point? This is the question, no? Yes? Okay. Online. So see, yes. So if you have the extended object, that means it has some height. It is not a point. This is when height from every point of that object the light is emitted. Then for locating the position of a B, like that, we can take a ray of light from B, and that will be, say, reflected like this, and another ray, incident ray, and that will also be reflected like this. And whenever these two will be extended, so they will meet somewhere here, that will give the image of the object B. So now this A dash B dash becomes the image of AB. This A dash B dash will give the image of AB. Okay, so from this what you can understand the nature of the image formed by a plane mirror? Nature of the image. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, what's your name?
Shreyamshree.
Shreyansi. Okay, Shreyansi. From which school?
Chilkarani English Medium School.
Chilkarani English Medium School. What's your question?
Define reflection of light.
Reflection of light.
Yes.
Reflection of light, we have already discussed that whenever a
No,
ray.
what is diffraction of light?
Dispersion.
Refraction of light.
Refraction, you told, no? Refraction or what do you say? Refraction, no?
Yes.
Refraction. What is the spelling? Refraction?
REFRACTION.
Yes, refraction. Refraction is, see, whenever a ray of light suffers a change of a medium from one medium to another optical medium, it bends at the point of separation. So this bending of a light is known as refraction of light. Correct?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, yes. So the nature of image formed by a plane mirror. Yes. So one is the image you see. The image is formed by the extension of this reflected ray. They are reflected, but actually they are not meeting. See, so that is why this type of image is called a virtual image. We cannot cast it or we cannot capture it on that of a screen. So the image formed by the plane mirror is virtual image. Virtual, it is a virtual image. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Myself, Smriti Patnaik of Aryabhat Ancient Academy.
Aryabhat Ancient Academy. Yes, Smriti.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So my question is that why the image is formed, why the image in the plane mirror is formed behind the mirror?
Actually, you see what is happening, I have told you, whenever the reflected rays of the rays of light coming from the object, they actually meet, then that a real image is formed. But when they do not meet, that we extend it backside in the back direction, then they appear to meet at this point. This is not really the meeting place of this reflecting rays. This point A dash is not the actual that meeting place of the reflected rays which are coming from the point A. So this is one that is why that goes behind the mirror. That goes behind the mirror. Okay? Because you see in front of the mirror the rays, the reflected rays are diverging from each other. They will never meet. So a real image can never be formed in this case. Is it clear to all of you? Yes. So yes, the virtual image, so the image is virtual image and the image is formed behind the mirror, behind the mirror. And third is the height of the object is equal to the height of the image. So the image is of the same height as the object, and what other we can see? You all must have observed whenever you stand in front of a mirror, suppose you are taking your food using your right hand, your image will appear as if you are taking the food in your left hand. You all must have observed it. Yes? So this is also due to the fact that the object distance is equal to image distance. So then this is, yes,
Hello?
yes,
Hello, sir. Good evening.
yes, what's your name?
Sir, my name is Nilakshi Thakur from Balangir Public School.
Lakshmi Thakur from Balangir, yes.
Sir, my question is, what is monochromatic light?
Yes, see, chromo means what? Chromo means color. Monochromatic, light of a same color. And obviously light of a same color means that the light of a same wavelength. That is called monochromatic light. Correct?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So that phenomenon that the right appears left and left appears right, that is called lateral inversion. So the image is laterally inverted. Laterally inverted. Okay. The object, height of the image is equal to height of the object. Image distance is equal to that we have not written. The image is at the same distance from the mirror as that of the object. Okay. So formed at the same distance from the, yes.
Sir,
Yes.
I'm Sai Santoshi of
Sai
Manas International
Santoshi.
School.
Sai Santoshi from?
Manas International School, Khordha.
From Khordha. Achha.
Sir,
Yes.
my doubt is if the surface is not more plain or not rough,
Yes.
then the rays will be regular or diffused.
Obviously, see, these are all relative terms. Not very plain, not very sharp, that rough means it will be, see, actually, no surface will be like that which will be perfectly plain or perfectly smooth. Okay. So this is the relative term, and we will get the ray which will be partly reflected, I say that regular, and partly that of diffused. Okay. So on which portion of the reflecting surface it is perfectly plane, that will give regular reflection, and which part in the that may be smaller or bigger, where it is rough, so that will be showing us a diffuse reflection. Okay? Okay. So the image is formed at the same distance from the mirror as the object. Okay? So this is about the nature of image formed by the plane mirror. Let us now come to the spherical mirror. Yes, I want to show you one bright example of this lateral inversion. You all must have seen that that in the ambulance how it is written. See, it is ambulance. So see, you must have seen. It must be, see, suppose we'll see the image of this, because as I told you that object distance will equal to the image distance. So because of that, this distance, if somewhere the mirror is there, so this must have same distance, and this E part, this line, so it must be at the same distance, so we'll get the image like this. And C will appear like this, and N will appear like this, and A, it is symmetrical, you see, it is the image of A will look like A, so there will no, because see, they are symmetric, both the line, and L will look like this, L, and U also like A, and B, we can see B like this, and M also, since there is the axis of symmetry here, so, and again, so that is why whenever the ambulance is there in the back side of our vehicle, so our mirror in the vehicle, that will give this image. Okay, so that is why, and we can give side to the ambulance so that it can go for its destination. Yes, yes, what's the question? Yes, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Hello. Sir, I am the grandfather of my child.
Yes.
He is reading in class 10.
Yes.
Guidance English Medium School.
Guidance English Medium School. Okay.
He is not well. So I am asking the question.
No problem. No problem. Most welcome. No problem. Yes.
Sir, ये अभी आप दिखाए थे. You have shown it. A dash and A. One is the in front of the mirror, and the other is behind the mirror. The distance of both are same, you told, but can it be described as in minus or plus?
See, listen, actually, I have not discussed the sign convention rule for the mirror. So whenever, see, this is the direction of the incident ray, and this is the direction of the reflected ray, suppose. Okay? So whatever measurement we do against the direction of the incident ray, that is taken as negative, and whatever measurement you take in the same direction of incident ray, that is taken as positive. So here, suppose whenever the image is somewhere here, the image is found somewhere here, then image we can give a dotted line. Okay? So see, this is the object distance and this is the image distance, and object distance when we measure, see, we have to measure from the mirror to the object, so this will be negative. And when you measure the image distance, mirror to the image, in the same direction of the incident ray we measure, so that will be taken as positive. Okay? So whenever we measure the length or the distance that along the direction of the incident ray, then that is taken as positive, and when you measure the distance in the opposite direction of the incident ray, then that is taken as negative. Is clear? Okay. So then come to a spherical mirror. Spherical mirror, yes? Okay. So spherical mirror, so when the mirror is the part of a hollow sphere, this may be the reflecting surface, or sometimes the reflecting surface is like this. So see this type of a mirror, and if you cut it from the hollow sphere, then we will get the spherical mirror. Anyway, so this part, the reflection of light by spherical mirror and the formation of image by spherical mirror, that we will be discussing in the next class. Thank you all. And thank you all of you for your participation to this G TV Odisha class, live class program. And we must thank this GTV team for their this that untiring effort for their for helping the students remaining at a distance. Okay, thank you.